From Little Havana, just west of downtown Miami, we've got baseball from Marlins Park. Today, the finale of this quick two-game series between the Atlanta Braves and the Miami Marlins. Optimus attempts to climb the National League batting leaderboard. Next. Mike Sosa will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's had a real solid season up to this point. ERA under 3.5, which is saying something in these high-scoring games we see now in the game of baseball. This guy knows how to pitch, and if he's on, he knows how to minimize the damage. He'll be fun to watch in this one.
Standing in, Ender Inciarte. He will lead this one off today. First offering on its way. And we are underway this afternoon from Miami as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team is playing well right now, and they got their ace on the mound. This guy has unbelievable stuff, and I can't underestimate the fact that this is a day game. We are creatures of habit. Guys are used to playing 7 o'clock games at night and rolling out of bed around 12, 1 o'clock and heading to the yard. Instead, they're going to get stuff thrown down their throat right at that time. I hope these guys got out of bed and got a few cups of coffee.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So it's an inning opening base hit, and the Braves have a man on.
Nice piece of hitting right there. When you're facing a young blood on the mound, young starting pitcher, you want to get him into the stretch as quick as possible. You want to see how he handles the moment, see if maybe you can run on him. A lot of things going to open up with this next at bat.
At the plate, Nick Markakis, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corners.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high scoring of games when Carl's behind the dish.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
And Markakis lays off here. It's 2-1. This one's down to third. A dive. He's got it. The second for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
First baseman number 5.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Line hard to center field. Mesa is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Braves go down quietly. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. Mike Foltynewicz, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Kind of a strange outing in his last one, Matt. Was able to pitch into the 6th inning, wasn't able to complete the inning. It kind of got away from him in the 6th. It'll be interesting, Matt, to see how he bounces back in this one.
In now, Victor Mesa. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Victor Mesa.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Favorable call in there for a strike. Guys, one of D-Row's former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3, haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first. 2 mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And one batter in, the Braves will have to handle a threat to run on the base paths.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they wanted to. Lead off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
Into the box now, Christian Optimus in there. Now the throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. But this will get foul for strike 2.
Might have been cheating for another fastball trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Optimus is retired, and there's one away. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. Looking at the stats, man, I'm impressed. He's in the top 5 home runs in the National League coming in. When you're doing that, you're catching just about everyone's attention. Don't be surprised if he doesn't make something happen here today.
Coming to the plate now, Garrett Cooper, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Has a look, now the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Albies picks it up. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting fourth, right fielder, Frankie Cordero.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Frankie Cordero. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sent on the ground out to second. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Second inning coming up here in South Florida with no score. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He's definitely a long ball threat. Currently 3rd in the National League in that category. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, however, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Gone to lead off the inning. And that's a special home run. Josh Donaldson continues to add to his major league total. That's the 200th home run in what's turning into a pretty nice career.
And guys, 200 homers is a feat a lot of players never even get close to. If you get to this point, you've definitely established yourself as something of a decent power threat. So you can bet pitchers are aware of his power when he steps into the batter's box. He's definitely earned some respect.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Albies averages a hit once every 4 at-bats, and average at exactly 250. 2-0 now. Three and 0 now. Base is empty here with nobody out. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy.
Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first down.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And guys, looking at the numbers, although this team won their last game, they did commit 2 errors, which they are going to have to clean up today if they're going to be more effective on the defensive side of the ball. Let's see who flashes the leather in this one.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
1, no strike.
1 out, nobody on. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hitting.
Charlie Culberson.
In now, Charlie Culberson. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. Acuna is on his way home. He comes across to score. And they now lead by 2.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one-hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI 2-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. Ball 1. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 10 home runs and 28 RBIs. Now the 1-0. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But a foul ball, 1-1. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves catcher. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Sierra's under it, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Batting 9th, the pitcher number 26, Mike Foltynewicz.
So in now is the Atlanta pitcher, Mike Foltynewicz. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
The 1-1. Popped him up. Alfaro is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of the 2nd. It's the Braves 2 and the Marlins nothing. Now at the plate, Jorge Alfaro. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Rounded down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
All right, the Atlanta Braves attack you on defense this way. I want to focus on the bringer of rain, Josh Donaldson, playing third base, not only from the offensive side as he evolutionizing the game with his new swing path. He'll also dive into the stands defensively to save a run for his pitcher.
Into the box now, Magneuris Sierra, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Here comes the first pitch. Way in front of that fastball.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line to the right side. But a foul ball. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Batting 7, the shortstop.
Into the box now. Angel Bielma. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Albies brings it in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They're still down. It's 2-0. A great shot there of the blue waters and long sandy stretches of Miami Beach. Back now for the top of the 3rd inning on the show. Here's Ender Inciarte. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the 3rd. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. But this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. So one gone now as we give you a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Out in front of this one is Markakis as this is lifted foul down the right field line and back in amongst the spectators. Ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. To short, hit hard. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. So a 1-out base hit has him aboard here in the 3rd, and that seems as good a time as any to check out our league leaderboard in hits. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. 0 for 1 here in the early going. A ball and no strikes. Markakis leads off first with 1 away. And he just misses with a curveball.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
3-0 to him now. Now the 3-0 offering. A bouncer up the middle. He's got it to second for 1. On to first, and for the second time in 3 innings, they've bounced into a double play, and with this one, the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Randy Cesar, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Randy Cesar.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Heading out towards shallow right. Markakis has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So one gone in the inning now as we get a look there at the standings in the NL East as you see where the Braves find themselves entering play. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, Mike Sosa, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First offering on its way. On the ground to the left side. Donaldson's up with it, and quickly there are two away.
Center fielder number 7, Victor Mesa.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Victor Mesa. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. The 1-0 home. It's laid off, but in there for strike one.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
The 1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Hard hit ball to short. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Second baseman, Christian Ackerman.
Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in there. And again a throw, and he'll get back in safely. Into the box, Christian Optimus. Pitch out, nothing doing. Over to the bag, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. 2 out with the man at first. Pulled toward right center field. Markakis on the run. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Marlins leave 1. They trail it here 2-0. Now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Josh Donaldson, and he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Donaldson, once a Toronto Blue Jay. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to get him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Josh Donaldson goes down to become the first out here in the 4th.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Stepping in now, Ozzie Albies. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Acuna waits on deck. Now the payoff pitch home. Line to the right side, but foul. Now here's the pitch. And another foul ball. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone, and then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
Into the box now, number 13. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. The windup and the 0-1. Line to the right side. And that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Well, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9, they could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
In now, Charlie Culberson. So weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. There goes the runner. Strike taken to throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
We all know this team is struggling right now. They're on a losing streak, so when that's the case, sometimes you need to be a little bit more aggressive and try to put some pressure on your opponents. Stolen bases are a good way of doing that, so we'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for him right now.
A pause and the 0-2. Back up the middle. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 3-0 game.
Hey, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Row. Pitcher have the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, and he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. Braves get a couple of hits here in plate 1. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Atlanta leads it 3-0. Now batting, Garrett Cooper. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
First baseman, number 30.
First pitch of the at-bat. This is line to left. Acuna is there, and he has it for the out. All right, now so time for the Braves Road to the Show report as we see a couple of prospects who are having big-time success at the high levels of the minor leagues. Striding in, Frankie Cordero. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. Boy, not the way he wanted to start out here. It's 0-1. Cordero is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
Here's the 0-2. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Flowers has it, and the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Marlins.
Digging in to try it again, Jorge Alfaro. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Line drive to center field. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Now batting.
In order to play at this level, you've got to have unbelievable hand-eye coordination. That pitch wasn't even in the zone, and he was able to get perfect wood on that baseball.
Into the box, Magneuris Sierra. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Acuña's there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Miami. They trail in this one 3-0. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Mike Foltynewicz, 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ender Inciarte. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. Vilma comes up with it. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Up next for Atlanta, right fielder, Nick Markakis.
2 gone now in the Atlanta half of the 5th. And standing in, the powerful right fielder, Nick Markakis. Here comes the first pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, look at the sliding stop. Got him. Down in order go the Braves. But they lead it 3-0. Stepping up now, Angel Vilma. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit. Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
At the plate, Randy Cesar. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. To short. He's right there. There's one. On to Freeman. A double play.
doesn't come much easier than that. Tailor-made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
Coming to the plate now, Mike Sosa. First offering on its way. This is line to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing for the Marlins. They trail it here 3-0. Ready for another shot now. Freddie Freeman trying to get things started for the Braves in their half of the sixth.
Freddie Freeman.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a ball 1-0. The pitch. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
2 balls and a strike to Freeman. The breaking ball that time in for a strike. Soft liner to the right side, and this will be put away easily for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Josh Donaldson.
Josh Donaldson will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. First pitch on its way. And it's fouled away. Three runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Now an off-speed pitch that nearly ran in and got him.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
The 1-2. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Hit to short. Bielma is up with it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They lead it 3-0. Ready once again, Victor Mesa. A couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Victor Mesa.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-1. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball one. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball two.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
2-2. Hit high but foul, as that'll get in amongst the fans. The 2-2 one more time. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball three now. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Standing in now, Christian Athamas. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Chasing after it is Inciarte. 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman, Garrett Cooper.
Ready now, Garrett Cooper. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Slapped hard the opposite way. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Miami down in order, still down 3-0. Welcome back to South Florida. 7th inning straight ahead with the Braves leading this one. But before we get it started, let's take a look there at the game summary to this point. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. And he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A changeup over the inside corner. Hit out towards second. Athamas loves it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
Stepping in now, Charlie Culberson. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. And there's ball 1.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. To his left, Yilma. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Wow, I know shortstops have the reputation for being flashy, and I think he was trying to show off his cannon of an arm on that one. But the cannon was a little too powerful, and the ball sails way over the first baseman's head. He did get a lot behind the throw, though.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. And he lays off there, 1-0. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Culberson leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. The 3-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Infielders are taught from the time they hold the glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up, and he couldn't recover in time.
In now, Mike Foltynewicz. He'll square around to bunt, then pull back for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball, 1-1. The 1-1. Now a bunt attempt here. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
Center fielder, number 11, Ender Inciarte.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Ender Inciarte. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Well, now the Miami manager's up out of the dugout and on his way out to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Not an altogether bad performance here, 6 2/3, but he stands to be the loser unless things can turn around.
Your attention, please. Now
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Go.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. In there, strike 1.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone. If you could work a couple walks, it could be the start of a big inning.
A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
Now the 1-1 pitch. To 1-2 now. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And he's down on strikes, so they get 2 men into scoring position, but that's as far as they'll get as the side is retired. 2 left for Atlanta, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. So here's the cleanup hitter, Frankie Cordero, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Sent toward first. Oh, but a super diving catch takes away a hit.
That ball wasn't hit all that hard, but it had base hit written all over it until the infielder made a nice diving stab on that one.
Into the box, Jorge Alfaro. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0. Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Magneuris Sierra.
Into the box, Magneuris Sierra. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. A knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone all the way into the upper deck. solo shot here to straightaway right field. 6th home run on the season for him. And the Marlins strike for a run. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them the spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
Standing in now, and he'll be in line. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Good. 0-2 now.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
The 0-2 delivery. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Yeah, there's no question that this one got away from him. He was cruising, had him down 0-2 with 2 outs, and he's going to be pretty unhappy with that. You never want to give an offense new life in an inning.
Digging in, Randy Cesar. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it. So he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to left. Acuna is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Marlins able to draw just a bit closer thanks to the solo home run. We're through 7 this afternoon. It's now a 3-1 ball game. So striding forward now, Nick Markakis. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Well, look there at the numbers for our 2 starters here today, with both guys recently departed from the ball game and looking on from the dugout. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. The 1-1. And he popped him up. Cesar in foul ground. And this will land foul. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. Backhanded. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Now batting.
Good performance thus far by the visiting Braves. They lead this one in the 8th as you get a look at our line score thus far. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. And that's a setup pitch right there, 1-2.
Definitely not what you're trying to do here. 0-2 with a curveball. You see a lot of guys elevate a fastball like that in this situation, but a curve like that is just asking to get punished.
The 1-2. It is a changeup that drops below the knees for a ball.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Taken high and deep to right. Cordero going back on the warning track. He makes the catch. Down in order go the Braves, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead.
Your attention, please.
So a new pitcher entering the fray now. It'll be the hard-throwing right-hander Craig Kimbrell. Christopher Torres will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. And that misses, ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 1 home run and 5 driven in.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
And now a soft liner to the left side. But this will be a foul ball.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
The 1-1. It's a breaking ball that's taken for a ball. Now the 2-1. Popped him up. Donaldson has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Braves are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. Great day's work any way you look at it. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Victor Mesa. He's 2 for 3 thus far. He's set, and the pitch. And a fastball just a bit high. Slapped hard the opposite way. Markakis is right there as he takes it for the second out.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
Into the box now, Christian Athamas, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Score holds, it's 3-1. Tyler Kinney enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. First offering on its way. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Albies with a 1-1 count now.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Swing and a liner. And that is into left field, so the leadoff man's aboard to kick off the ninth.
It's a great job right there to get a leadoff knock. You got the lead. You have a chance to add on in the later innings. Leadoff guy getting on sets the tone.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Fastball misses badly there, and he's behind 2-0.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1 to the left side, but it's well foul. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Strike called. Now the throw down. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
This catcher has an elite arm, but when you get that great of a jump at first base, it makes it a lot easier to steal second.
Albies, the runner at second with one away. And he takes this one high, 1-1. Line drive to center field. Mesa is there, 2 gone.
Now batting, catcher, Tyler Flowers.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers, trying to add some padding to their lead in the form of that run standing out there at second base. Fouled off. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that one just missed outside. Grounded up the first baseline. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. And tack on one more, make it a 4-1 lead.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Johan Camargo will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. A runner on first with 2 away. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
Slow bouncer to the right side. The 1-2. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Ready with the 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. He pulls this one into right. And he'll pull this one down a step or 2 in front of the warning track. And the inning is over. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Heart of the order 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. The Braves lead it 4-1. Daniel Winkler is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th. striding in to start the ninth, Garrett Cooper, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off of closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season, and he's blown several saves up to this point.
Takes this the other way to right, and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
In now, Frankie Cordero, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Ripped down the first base line. And this is right by Freeman down the line. It's a fair ball. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a whiff at a good slider that time. A 1 pitch on its way. Reaches down and hits this one on the ground to short. And this will be an RBI as the run comes in to score from third.
Now batting, left fielder, Magneuris.
Digging in and looking for more, Magneuris Sierra. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball on. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
And the runner back in standing. And he'll turn and throw back to second again, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And again a throw. And the fans don't like this at all. First pitch of the at-bat. Line to the right side. But that's a foul ball. Spin and a throw back to second, but the runner's back easily. Cordero leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Lying to the right side. That's in there, base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
Stepping in now, Angel Vilma, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Striding in once again, Randy Cesar. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Miami down to their last strike. Left side. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, he does surrender 1 run, so it wasn't a flawless performance. But in this game, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be good enough to win, and he was.
4-2 the final score today. The Atlanta Braves took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Mike Foltynewicz earns his 8th victory of the season. Daniel Winkler closes the door for the save, his 19th of the campaign. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Atlanta Braves: 4 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Marlins, 2 runs on 8 hits, 2 errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 49 minutes. A reminder that Marlins shuttle buses are available outside Marlins Park with service to the Culmer Metro Rail Station.